Hillsborough Sheriff Chad Chronister on the phone with us right now. Rod.
Hey, Sheriff, thanks so much for joining us tonight. Kind of give us an update on where things stand right now. We've seen this progressively get a larger presence of officers and deputies out there and a larger crowd, too.
Yeah, things have regressed. They became ever increasingly violent, throwing more rocks and bottles. They were trying to overrun us at different stores. And again, like I was telling you earlier, we're not going to allow anyone to be harmed, and we're not going to allow any damage to any businesses or allow them to steal from any type of businesses. Unfortunately, as the crowd became violent, they struck one of our deputies in the head with what we believe to be as a brick, and we had to rush him to the hospital here immediately. I'm trying to get an update on his condition. Because the crowd became so unruly, I've had to ask the Tampa Police Department, who we've been supporting all day, to now, and working in a great partnership with them, to please lend some additional support up here. This seems to be where it's the most chaotic here in this type of area. I've also had to ask for all available units throughout the county to please come up here to the university area so we can get this scene under control. Hopefully, do everything we can to gain control of this scene peacefully.
Sheriff, are there other areas throughout the county where we're seeing problems and this is just the largest concentration of people?
There are not. The rest of the county is pretty quiet. Again, I'm proud of our community. I love that I live in Tampa Bay. This is such a great community. It's shameful. It's disappointing and disgusting that such a small portion of the population are now turning out to become rioters, to become thieves. These aren't the protesters. These aren't the people who are repulsed by the actions of the officers out in Minnesota. These are people who just want to take advantage of a situation to cause damage and steal from these businesses.
Sheriff, I know this is a very difficult question to answer, and you may not even be able to. How long do you allow this to continue in the sense where you stand back and kind of protect and not move in to try to get these folks out of here?
That's a fine line. We're going to continue as long as they're gathering peaceful like this and they're not throwing rocks and bottles, that are not turning violent, they're not trying to cause damage or steal. We'll stay out here all night long. But it's when they continue to surge. It seems like they regroup and then they want to cause more chaos. Hence why I had to call in additional units here to try to bring this to get this under some type of peaceful resolution.
I know we captured a few people being taken into custody. We're looking at some video now of earlier tonight when these folks were going in this KG store. Do we have any idea how many people have been arrested?
I believe less than a dozen at this point. I would like to arrest every single one of them. The problem is you have to balance placing someone under arrest with officer safety. So I've instructed them, if they can place these antagonizers, these people that are breaking the law, if they can place them under arrest and do so without being harmed, I'm asking them to do that. But if they can't, again, they're just going to have to do what they can to keep themselves safe while protecting life and property.
And are you using agencies from outside of Hillsborough County as well, not just TPD, but say Polk or Pasco, or have you called in those kind of resources?
Hopefully it won't come to that, Rod. Again, I'm hoping that we can gain some type of get some type of communication, that we can get this under control, that prevalent heads will prevail, and that we can put an end to this evening.
This may sound like a crazy question, but is there a person from this group of folks out there who seems to be the person who is most in charge? Someone that you can reason with to have a conversation with the others, or is this just a group of folks who are just trying to take advantage of a situation?
Unfortunately, the latter. People who just want to take advantage of the situation, just want to be antagonizers. And I tell you what, a couple people that we have placed under arrest, they're not even from Hillsborough County. They're not even from Tampa. So, again, that just reinforces what we already know. These are people who just want to take advantage of a situation.
Sheriff, I know you got busy work to do. I appreciate you taking a few minutes to chat with us here on News Channel 8.